Hey guys, Nananki here bringing you another Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary. Today I'm playing as the Scout on Nucleus, King of the Hill mode, and I had been playing with the scattergun and I just was, not really feeling it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to play with a different weapon, play with something I don't play with very often, the soda popper. So I gave it a shot and it seemed like immediately it was paying off. Another thing I should point out immediately, if you notice the kind of odd stuttering to the movement of the Scout in this video, it is because I am playing on my older computer. I was over a friend's house, and I've got an old Pentium 4 that I have a nice handle on. It's a fairly mobile computer, and it'll play modern games like TF2, just maybe not at maximum settings, but the important thing is that I recorded the demo on that computer, and I am recording the video on my good computer, so of course it's my normal quality video. But if you notice a bit of stuttering, that's the reason. But the gameplay was fairly unaffected. It maybe threw my aim off a little bit having a crappy optical mouse as opposed to a good laser mouse, but not by such a huge margin as you may expect. Did you notice that health pack just dropped through the point? I noticed that when I killed people on the point, the health packs would just drop right through because I am using the candy cane as my melee. When I kill people with any weapon, you get a mini health pack, which is a very excellent counter to pyros because after you kill the pyro, you're on fire, you put yourself out immediately. It's great. I'm also using the Mad Milk, so both of those items are suited toward getting health back, which is something I find invaluable as a Scout especially. You only have 125 health to begin with, standardly, unless you're using the Pretty Boys pocket pistol or the Milkman set. Neither one of which would allow me to use the soda popper and the Mad Milk, which is kind of the combination I was going for here, because I'm a big fan of the Mad Milk. So right off the bat, I'm up against two people, and I decided to just cut and run. The soda popper, of course, is kind of like the force of nature. You want to get right up next to people for your two very rapid consecutive shots. But the downside to it is that it does not, or I should say maybe the upside to it, is that it does not knock people back 8 miles. With the force of nature, frequently I have a hard time sticking my second shot from close enough to really, take advantage of the full damage of the weapon, because the first shot knocks them so far backwards. So unless you're really trying to like triple jump around somewhere, I would recommend the soda popper. I seem like I have more fun with it and more success for that matter as well. And although it might be in my head, I'm going to say that they increased the duration of the soda popper's mini crits, because I feel like it used to be a lot shorter and it felt like it went on for a really long time when I picked it up tonight. I could be utterly mistaken about that. I make absolutely no guarantees on that statement, but it felt longer to me, and so I'm going to go with it. And so when I ran by the first time, although in the replay I saw that soldier pretty clearly, the first time when I was playing this on an old crappy CRT monitor, I did not notice him. It wasn't until I turned around that I was like, oh wow, there's a soldier standing right next to those boxes, firing rockets off into the distance, and not watching his back whatsoever. And that's why I love the Mad Milk. You need some health? No problem, just beat a spy to death, there's your health. And if I needed more health, he dropped a health kit. I don't even know if I picked that up in that exchange or if the 3 swings was enough to max out my health. But right there I thought I was far enough away from that pyro to run away and run for my life, and I turned my back on him, and he's wielding the back burner. My ass got burned. pretty straightforward there. Don't turn your back on back burners, I think, until you are absolutely certain you're out of range. And I was following him, waiting for a closer opportunity to fire, because I didn't want to fire from 9 miles back and alert him to my presence, and then also not be close enough to deal respectable or meaningful damage. I saw that spy there on the left going up behind that heavy. I'm watching the kill feed now in the replay, wondering if he's going to get him. No, it looks like the heavy got him. Good to know, or maybe that's someone else. But it's certain that there was a spy there, and I didn't see any backstabs in the kill feed, so whatever. Headshotting Milk. Yeah, just random timing. And I thought for sure, I was like, oh, this NG's not getting away. Yeah, he's really not getting away. Spy took him out. I always love when you get an assist on a backstab, because you really didn't assist in that backstab, outside of maybe distracting the spy, which, I don't know, should you get credit for an assist for that? Sure, why not? Doesn't give you an assist for distracting in any other situation. But yeah, if there's one thing I've learned playing Scout, I swear it's that I should not chase other Scouts, because I feel like whenever people know I'm coming, they nail me, and I just can't seem to be the hunter in that situation. I should have just let him go and gone some other random direction and not been obvious in my pursuit. I think that's important. And I don't know what was important about the ceiling, but I'm moving on. I've got another soda popper crits. And just so happens that Metamorphosis came up behind me, a friend of mine, while he's also playing Scout here, and shot him to crap. And I noticed that second shot really should have hit him, and that sticky bomb trap next to the door I did not see until it was too late. That demo man blew me to smithereens, and as soon as I spawned again, I was just immediately like, I really want to kill that demo man. Yeah, there. Now I'm happy. And I thought, damn, I burned to death quick, even for a back burner, but I didn't burn to death, I was killed by a sniper. That sniper, right over there, trying to shoot meta. And he's dead. Alright, hooray for crit shotgun blasts, or scattergun blasts. That's one of the reasons I left that in there. I noticed I left another dead cam in by accident, but I was already talking when we got to it, and I don't want to go back and record again because I'm really not having a ton of extra time to finish this up. I always seem to do this to myself. I leave no time to do any final editing. That's not what I want to talk about at all. I want to talk about how I tried to jump over these stickies by going around them, and I thought for sure I was far enough forward, but no. I think if I'd angled better, if I'd angled about 45 degrees away from the platform and then jumped strafed to my left, I probably would have jumped at a better angle and probably had more distance from those stickies. But it's okay. I tried. And we got the point back fairly quickly, if I recall. Yeah, me and Meta are here on the point, and I saw Meta get headshotted, and I'm like, oh, just run in little tiny confusing circles so that he can easily headshot me as well. So now I've got another person on my to-kill list, the spawn camping demo, and now the dominating sniper. Because, God, there's nothing more annoying, like I've said before, than being killed by a sniper. It's like being... It's irrelevant how good you are, the sniper's gonna kill you. You know, there's only so much you can do to avoid it. It's not as equitable an exchange as I feel like most classes will give you in this game. Not to disparage sniper, I feel like it's a very necessary part of the game, and I don't dislike them being in the game, but I feel vehemently upset about getting killed by them. Like, I feel like vengeance must be had. It's not acceptable. I've got to get in there and kill the guy who killed me. And yeah, I shoot left, I shoot right, and like, okay, I'll just pull out the candy cane. When in doubt, pull out the melee. At least I can aim that. But you know, speaking of right there, I should have probably had the melee out again and just meleeed those people to death, but I was too concerned with those explosives coming from the demo man, so I just kind of cut my losses and took off. And I'm watching Meta here hold the point in overtime, even though they've got a lot of time left should they manage to actually survive overtime, but like always, I'm dead when the round ends. And about halfway through the next round, actually, the demo file is has a hiccup in it. It has a glitch, and it ceases to work, and so rather than cut off in the middle where I don't do anything for a full minute and a half, I'll cut off right after my sequence of actual ass-kicking. So here it is, set to some cool beats. Thank you so much for watching, I appreciate it as always. Throw me a like if you liked it, and I will catch you next time. Peace.